Have you ever tried to start a simple task and somehow ended up deep cleaning your room, researching how astronauts sleep, or staring into the fridge for the third time even though nothing new has appeared? I know I have. Today we're talking about ADHD, what it is, what it isn't, and why it's a lot more than just getting distracted. ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a developmental condition that affects millions of people around the world. Despite what the name suggests, it's not just about being hyper or not paying attention. ADHD is characterized by a long-term pattern of difficulties in three main areas. Inattention, trouble staying focused, staying organized, or following through on tasks. Hyperactivity, frequent movements, restlessness, or excessive talking. And impulsivity, interrupting, difficulty waiting, or acting without thinking. ADHD doesn't look the same for everyone. In fact, it presents itself in three types. Predominantly inattentive presentation. These are people mainly struggling with focus, organization, and following instructions. Predominantly hyperactive impulsive presentation. This includes excessive fidgeting, restlessness, and difficulty controlling impulses. And then finally, combined presentation, a mixture of inattentive and hyperactive impulsive symptoms. This variety explains why ADHD can be hard to recognize. Two people can have ADHD but look completely different. ADHD usually begins in early childhood, often before age 5, and continues into adolescence and adulthood. But the symptoms change over time. During your childhood, hyperactivity is common. Kids may seem constantly on the move. In your adolescence, impulsivity may increase for a while before slowly decreasing. And in your adulthood, inattention becomes the biggest challenge, often leading to difficulty with organization, work responsibilities, finances, or even relationships. Boys tend to show more external behaviors, hyperactivity and impulsiveness. These are more noticeable and often lead to earlier diagnosis. Girls often show more internal symptoms, like daydreaming, anxiety, or emotional overwhelm. Because these signs are less disruptive, many girls are diagnosed later or even overlooked. Interestingly, adult ADHD diagnosis, especially among women, have increased significantly in years as awareness has improved. ADHD affects more than just attention. It deeply influences emotional and social well-being. People with ADHD often experience strong emotions, self-doubt, social anxiety, isolation, and even depression. ADHD frequently co-occurs with conditions such as anxiety disorders or depressive disorders, which can complicate daily life. But ADHD isn't only about challenges. Many people with ADHD have unique strengths, including creativity, high energy, hyperfocus, resilience, and spontaneity. Learning to recognize and develop these strengths can be empowering and even life-changing. The good news? ADHD is highly treatable. Treatment often includes a combination of medications, therapy, and supportive strategies. Stimulants and non-stimulants can help regulate brain chemicals involved in focus and impulse control. Therapy helps individuals build skills for managing ADHD, including organization, emotional regulation, improving self-esteem, or even strengthening relationships. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, helps develop structure and coping skills, while family-focused therapy can improve communication and support. Treatment is individualized. What works for one person may differ from another. When untreated, ADHD can lead to serious difficulties. For children, this may include academic struggles, social conflicts, or emotional challenges. In adulthood, untreated ADHD can contribute to job instability, relationship issues, financial problems, poor mental health, and even safety concerns like risky driving. Some individuals with untreated ADHD may turn to substances to cope with overwhelming emotions or symptoms. While researching ADHD, I realized that many of the symptoms resonated with me. It made me consider whether I should take an ADHD assessment, not out of fear, but out of a desire to better understand myself. For a long time, I thought ADHD wasn't a big deal, but learning the emotional, social, and daily challenges that come with it changed my perspective. There is so much more to ADHD than what most people see on the surface. ADHD isn't a sign of failure, laziness, or lack of intelligence. It's a neurodevelopmental condition, one that comes with challenges but also incredible potential. With understanding, support, and effective treatment, people with ADHD can thrive. Thank you for watching. Remember, every brain works differently, and that diversity is what makes us human.